Damn.
Damn. The
Damn.
damn. You know what? When we do the damn voice, it's always that means it wasn't a close
Bro,
game.
like, what else do you say to that? I don't how else do you react to that
Damn.
game? Just damn.
Damn. Hey,
Damn.
full disclosure, I was wrong. I was very, very
You
wrong.
were
I
wrong.
didn't
I was
think,
right. I wasn't. I
and
mean, I wasn't this right,
you were
but I
you were
mean,
very, very right.
I said
You
I
were
said the Wolves would win. I didn't know they win with the score of 143 to 101. Let's go to the box score, Kwab. Anthony Edwards with 39 and 6. Julius Randle 24 and 4. Nah, baby, 12 points for the Thunder. SGA had 14 and 6. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We'll just come back. It doesn't matter. That was not a game. What we saw was not a basketball game at all. It was over. I guess the one thing or the couple things to take from it was like Minnesota was like, we're going to go man. We're going to pressure the ball. We're going to deny the ball too, by the way. Like they were denying the pass, even like handoffs. Rudy Gobert had a couple steals. Like you saw Rudy Gobert lead a couple fast breaks. Anthony Edwards was very decisive with his shooting the basketball, with his decision making with the basketball. He got a couple loose balls and steals as well. They won the turnover battle. They just beat the crap out. There's like nothing else to say, really. Like this game was over at the end of the first quarter. Mark Dagnall just called off the dogs at the end, like towards the end of the third, and that was it. It was game. It was game. There's nothing else to say except that the Minnesota Timberwolves look like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not in the sense that they're 42 points better than the Oklahoma City Thunder, but in the sense it's like, oh, this is a team that plays man-to-man defense. They're going to get after you. They're going to use their length. They're going to use their athleticism. They're going to pressure the ball. They're going to get out and run. Like, they picked up the pace. They picked up the defensive pressure, and I just think OKC just was not expecting it. They got hit in the face really freaking hard in round one and never recovered.
Yeah. This was the Timberwolves team that we saw against the Lakers and against the Warriors. Like in terms of how physical they were the throughout the whole course of the game.
Yeah.
What they did was like you mentioned, they were more up on the on defense in terms of the pick and roll. Like they weren't dropping as much. Like Rudy wasn't dropping; he was high up,
Yeah.
and that caused a bunch of turnovers. Caused a bunch of indecisiveness by SGA and by the Thunder, and on the offensive side, like they pushed the tempo, they hit shots. Finally, like everybody hit shots. Props to Chris Finch playing Terrence Shannon Jr. He came in and gave him like a
He had 15 points. Last time I checked, I'm going to stop watching, but he had 15. Like,
what
jeez.
did he end up? Yeah, he had 15. Yeah, he ended up with 15, but it was just like him coming off was like just a big spark plug off the
Yeah.
bench. To your sorry again, I'm sorry I'm bringing this up, but to your point when we were talking about the Knicks Pacers series yesterday, and we're like,
Why you got to do this?
I know. But when we're talking about like there's bench players that can make an impact like in a couple minutes here and there and can change your like the energy for your team for possessions if you give them a chance and having a especially I guess it being a rookie that came off the bench and just kind of just was on
Yeah.
go. You saw like especially at home how the home crowd was like getting behind the team and was going crazy. I think again, home cooking makes a difference. Like the Wolves haven't looked like this the past two games. Like to the point where I was just like, I think they're gonna lose 4-0. I thought they were gonna lose
Yeah.
because
It looked like
they
a
just
complete
have looked
mismatch, but
so
it was,
bad.
yeah, but it's also like, I do think the Thunder are better. We both picked the Thunder to win, so it's not like
Yep.
us changing our pick, but we also, like, I picked the Thunder in 7 because I thought this would be a very close series with the Timberwolves, like, a very close to the Thunder, matching their defensive intensity. And this is the first time in a long time we've seen that Wolves identity. I mean, this is the first time this series that we saw this Wolves identity. In the two games in Oklahoma City, they were very passive. They're walking up the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, they were kind of just like waiting to see what Oklahoma City. Like they dictated terms the whole game. And OKC just, I don't know what it was. They just didn't have it today. Maybe they just weren't expecting that. But yeah, that's the Minnesota Timberwolves that I expected to see, throughout this whole series. I don't want to say they gave away 2 games in Oklahoma City because I think Oklahoma City deserved to win those games and they were the better team. But I mean, if you played a little differently, maybe the second half goes a different way. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, even the start of the third quarter, the Thunder started like making a run,
A
even
little
though
bit.
they were down by so much. But
Yeah.
Timberwolves called a timeout and they just erased that just like that. But yeah, they Timberwolves matched, like you said, brought the physicality and like where just kind of matched them in terms of the intensity of play, and it just didn't feel like that the first two games, like
At all.
especially in the third quarter at all, especially in the third quarters where Thunder just ran away with it.
Yeah.
It felt like when we recap the first two games, we were both like bored, but bored in the sense that we're like this doesn't look like a competitive series. Like
Right.
this might be over. Now for it to flip like this was just a complete ass whooping, and it just looked like the Thunder were the team that was unprepared. It looked like they were like the lower seed team playing like a number one seed
Right.
instead of being the better team. Now if the Timberwolves can play like this again in the next game, or just kind of match this type of physicality and intensity, then we have a series.
I mean, I
Then
think
we
we
have
do
a
have a
series.
series either way. I think Game 4 is going to be very important. I think Oklahoma City's going to come back, and I think you're not going to see the same performance. I expect to see the same intensity from the Timberwolves, but I also expect OKC to kind of match that intensity. I think we're going to see a great Game 4, and I think, man, I like Minnesota, bro. Like I think I said this before. Like I picked OKC in 7, which means I think
Yep.
I'm holding to that. And I said when this series goes back to Minnesota, I think the T-Wolves like find a way to win 2 in Minnesota, and I think that's what's going to happen. So
You
I'm
did say
excited
that.
about that, but I kind of want to see a good game. I mean, this series from an entertainment perspective, right? Like obviously, if you're a Thunder fan, you don't give a damn how you get the wins. You get the wins, but as a casual fan or as someone like us who watches the NBA and who's really into the NBA, we wanted to see like a very entertaining series. It just hasn't lived up to that, really. I mean, this game was, like I said, you could have watched the first quarter of this game and just that's it. You would have known the
And that's
story
it.
of the game. You have known exactly what happened. I'm looking forward, and I think Game 4 is going to be a very entertaining, close, high intensity game. I think we're going to get our first great game of the whole series.
What happened to? I think I saw somebody tweet this out. But what happened to the rest day in between travels? Like
I
usually,
don't know.
it was
I don't know.
like it used to be. Like if a team is like traveling, they would get at least one day of rest, so the game wouldn't have been
Nah,
today. Would have been
The NBA
tomorrow.
wants a game on every day, bro. That's what it is. I mean, you got
I
Knicks
get
Pacers
it, but
tomorrow. Like
like,
it's every
yeah,
day.
but is there any correlation of it's affecting like the play on the court in terms of these blowouts?
No, I don't. I mean, because
Okay.
you see the Knicks Pacers. I mean, we got to see Game 3. I mean, maybe the Pacers blow the doors off the Knicks in Game 3, and then we're like, all right, well, maybe there's something to this. I can't see the Knicks blowing the doors off the Pacers, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know, man. I mean, the Thunder are the youngest team in the league. I just think they got punched in the face. They got knocked down, and instead of getting back up and fighting, they got back up, looked at the Wolves, and were like, we'll be back. We'll be back. See us tomorrow. Like, you got this one. We'll come back. It happens. It happens, man. It just is what it is. The T-Wolves were just they were just on another level today, and I don't think the Thunder just had it in them to match them today. But I do think they will match them in Game 4, and I think we're gonna get a very entertaining Game 4. I wish we had more to say about this game. What else is there to say?
I mean, look, it's yeah, you're right. We don't. There's not much we can say. It was over really quick. But yeah, props to the T Wolves. You finally saw like them look like the T Wolves
Yeah.
that we've
Welcome
seen from the
back, guys.
past.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Missed you.
I know Minnesota fans they're happy because I know they weren't happy. Obviously, the first two games.
Yeah.
Really, I'd say good game by Rudy and good game by even Mike Conley, because to me they were like the two factors that I felt like were affecting them the first two games, and they were both very, very impactful this game. Yeah, who do you think wins the next game?
T-Wolves.
You think T-Wolves win?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with the Thunder again,
All right.
just
There we
because I've
go.
been wrong. So if
Okay.
I'm wrong again, then it'll be a 2-2, and
There we
they'll
go.
move forward. So
Yeah, I think the T-Wolves win Game 4. This is my Thunder in 7 agenda. I got to make it work
Yeah.
somehow. Because if the Thunder win Game 4, I think it's over in 5.
yeah, if the Thunder win the next game, it's over. Yeah. So
and I don't know. I feel like the T-Wolves are too good of a team for it to be over this quickly. Like we said, we're very disappointed in the way the T-Wolves played the first two games. But you also have to give credit to the Thunder, right? The Thunder came out in the first two games and they imposed their will, especially in the third quarter. They are the best defensive team in the league. They get like 20 to 25 points every freaking game on fast breaks. It was just the roles were reversed today. That's it. The roles were reversed.
Very true.
Yeah. All right, listen, short review, but it is what it is. Tomorrow we got the Knicks Pacers. Watch me weep. By the way, Kwab's not a Knicks fan, people.
Thank you. Disclaimer. I'm tired of this. People in the comments, stop saying Knicks fan.
Not a Knicks fan.
I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Knicks fan.
No.
It's either you gotta stop wearing a Knicks hat or now I gotta start wearing Nets apparel.
Well, the thing is, it's like I only wear a hat when my hair's long. I don't like wearing a hat when my hair is short. But coincidentally, I've been growing my hair out since like November or December, which is something I don't do. Typically, my hair is short. Like my hair's been short for the past 15 years, and for some reason,
it's been consistently on your
just
head.
Decided
every
to.
recap.
You guys want to see my hair? This is my hair. This is actually not that. We're getting personal here on the dime. Look at this. We're not a basketball podcast right now. It's me and Kwab talking about our lives. This is why we're a hat.
That's why he wears the Knicks hat, and because he's a Knicks fan. I am not a Knicks fan. Do not group me in. See back if you can see back there, it's jersey.
Yeah, you got the Jason Kidd jersey. You got my nemesis, Michael Jordan. He ruined my childhood. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm strictly. I am not a Knicks fan, but I like the fact that people are commenting like at least we're objective, and we're not.
I love our comment section.
Yeah,
the people who there are people we are starting to have regulars too, which is pretty cool. Shout out to y'all because we've reached 2,000 subscribers and starting to see and it depends on the video too. Like when we did like Cavs video, you see the same Cavs fans, and Rockets videos, we see Rockets fans and Thunder. It's awesome, and like those fans are starting to come over to like games where their team's not even playing, and we appreciate that. I try to respond as much as possible to different people who I see or like who are commenting. We're trying to build a community here, and I think that the goal is to eventually start going live when we have enough people where we can kind of like. I guess interact with everybody during the show. I want to have an episode, Kwab, where we kind of just like the episode's called us and it's just us and the subscribers, where we're just talking to like people in a live chat and asking them like, all right, so like what would you want to see from the show? Like, do you want us to go live? Like, do you want us to implement your comments? And we're just talking to people in live chat. We're figuring it out together, and that's the whole episode. It's like us figuring out content with the people who are subscribed to us. I think that'd be fun. We should do that when the season's over.
Yeah, we definitely want to do that. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure to keep commenting, even though some of y'all are unhinged.
No, it's hilarious. I love our comment section. Our comment section is not toxic at all, bro. Like sometimes you'll get like debates, but that's normal. Like we're supposed to debate. It's sports. Like Pacer fans are supposed to make fun of me. I'm serious. Like you're supposed to make fun of me.
Yep, that's very true.
And it's not personal. Like it's never mean. It's like haha, which it should be. Like, and I don't mind that at all. So for me. I don't know. I think we've built a pretty cool community so far, and I don't know. I think it's dope.
Very dope. Very dope. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Well, if you want to follow us on social media, you can. Everywhere at the Dime NBA. I'm Josh Rodriguez at Josh_Rodriguez_. He's Kwab at Kwab AKAS.
Nets fan, not
Nets
Knicks.
fan. Brooklyn Nets fan. New Jersey Nets fan. Let's be honest.
Nets fan. New Jersey,
that's what it is. Well, tune in tomorrow and watch me cry as the Knicks go down 3-0. Peace.